I have been asked this evening to speak to you about social services. If you find that I am not able to do sufficient justice to this great audience, you will credit to so many engagements that I hastily accepted. It was my desire that I should have at least a few moments to think out what I have to say to you, but it was not to be. For social service, as for any other service on the face of the earth, there is one condition indispensable, namely proper qualifications on the part of those who want to render social service or any other service. So we shall ask ourselves this evening whether those of us who are already engaged in this kind of service and others who have aspired to render the service possess these necessary qualifications, because you will agree with me that in social service, if they can mend matters, they can also spoil matters, and in trying to do service, however well intended that service might be, if they are not qualified for that service, they will be rendering not service but disservice. What are those qualifications? They are of universal application, and they are necessary for any class of work, much more so in social service at this time of the day in our national life in our dear country. It seems to me that we require truth in one hand and fearlessness in the other hand. Unless we carry the torchlight, we shall not see the step in front of us, and unless we carry the quality of fearlessness, we shall not be able to give the message that we might want to give. Unless we have this fearlessness, I feel sure that when that supreme final test comes, we shall be found wanting. So I suggest to every social worker must have these two qualities to service his countrymen. Although in India we have had a long tradition of voluntary social work, I find that we are not making full use of our resources. There is a lot of talent and capacity and willingness for the social work. We should so devise our programs as to attract the people who are ready to help us with their money or talent or time. The voluntary organizations provide an opportunity for those who are ready to contribute money, talent, or service. Dear sirs, we have given our careful attention to your terms and conditions and have decided to appoint you as our agent. We appoint you as our agent in the first instance for a period of 2 years from January next and agree to allow you commission on all orders received direct or indirect from buyers in yours. For reasons mentioned in our earlier letter, your area of operation will be limited to the city only. Of all the orders received from outside the city and the state, whether we have already represented for many years past, we can allow you only 5% commission on the net amount of sales effected by you on your behalf. We agree to allow you the customer's discount of 2% on all ordinary sales and a special discount to be arranged for special orders. We should be glad to receive your confirmation of the above terms at your earliest convenience. Yours faithfully.